Hello, my name is George Coe, and I am your child's AP World History teacher. I have taught at West Potomac for 22 years. In all those years, I've taught some version of world history, AP World, World 9, World 10, and occasionally an elective in religion and current events. Here is the new addition at West Potomac in my brand new classroom here on the right. Since I've taken these pictures, I've added posters, and I think the room looks a lot friendlier and homey than it does here. AP World includes 9 units. We go from 1200 to the present. We zoom in at the post-classical period at 1200 at the different empires, in Africa, China, Europe. Then we move to the inclusion of the Americas in the World Trade System from 1450 to 1750. Then a period of revolutions, the American, the French, Haitian, South American, and Mexican revolutions, industrialism, imperialism. Then in the 20th century, global conflicts, and then finally the Cold War and decolonization. The exam is 3 parts. It includes 55 questions that are stimulus-based. Each question might have a primary source, a secondary source, a map, or a graph, and students have to make inferences based on what they read or see. Second, students learn how to write a document-based essay, a DBQ. They get 7 documents, and they have to answer a prompt concerning those 7 documents. Essentially, they write a thesis-based essay in which they provide evidence for their argument based on the prompt. But they also have to provide context and source, at least 3 of the documents. That is, they have to provide the point of view of the writer, or the occasion, or the audience, or even the context for the document. Second, they learn how to write a long essay. That can be a comparison essay, a change over time essay, or a periodization essay. And third, they learn how to write a short answer question. Each short answer question has 3 parts, A, B, and C, and it's marked either correct or not correct. So that's the basis of the exam, and that sort of provides the framework for what we practice in class a lot. We look at documents very often, trying to understand how to source those documents and how to write context for those documents. We probably write 2 DBQs each quarter and a couple of LEQs over the year, and 2 or 3 SAQs each quarter. Students who are absent can access what we did in class by looking at the agenda, which is linked in Schoology. It tells them what we did each class, and they can find the activities in the appropriate folder. A typical day in class includes a variety of activities, from web quests, readings, discussions, writing skills, practice with DBQs, practice with LEQs. We also do a fair amount of content work. Here you see an obituary for the General Toussaint Louverture and the Haitian Revolution, and on the right you see students working with vocabulary that has to match on all 4 sides for a unit review. And here students are doing a kind of obituary for one of the land empires, the death of an empire. Schoology is arranged chronologically. Each unit has its own folder and progresses by time period. Also, students have a calendar that they see in Schoology that pops up with a due date for a geography quiz or a reading quiz for the next class. Syllabus you will find in the Start Here folder in Schoology. It outlines grading policy and goes over the curriculum framework. The most important thing about grading that you should know is this. It is divided into two parts. The first part is formative and is worth 30%. It includes classwork, homework, reading quizzes, and math quizzes. 70% of the grade includes multiple choice quizzes and tests, DBQs, LEQs, and SAQs. So those are the two kinds of grading. Students can always rewrite essays. It's skill-based, and so if they don't get it at first, they get a second chance at writing it for full credit. My email is in the Start Here folder, and it's here on this slide. Finally, there are a number of additional resources students may look at. One is the AMSCO book. It is a textbook that covers each topic in 8 or 10 pages, so it makes a terrific review book. As we move on in the second semester, students may want to buy the Princeton AP World Modern Review book. It also has summaries, it has practice quizzes, and even full-length practice tests. Thanks a lot. I certainly look forward to a great year with the students. And if you have questions, please feel free to email me anytime. I will respond within 24 hours and often much sooner.